Hello, how you doing today? Today I'm going to be explaining to you how to put on a makeup for maybe clowning or mime. I am a professional mime, so I've been doing this for years and years, so I'm going to show you real quick how to put on a mime makeup and really make it look good so it doesn't look greasy and everything. That way you can be a professional mime. Going to show you real quick what we start with. It's very simple. I like to use a Muron white, which is a grease base. I always like to use a grease base because it works the best. Also, I use a Muron grease black. That's what I'm going to be using, a black Muron grease base. Also, I'm going to be using a brush, just a small makeup brush which you can get in any store, and also a China marker, which is the kind with the little string with the paper that unwinds. That will be for the final. And you'll need some Q-tips, of course. A few Q-tips. Alright? And that's pretty much it. You also need probably a makeup brush. A very fine makeup brush. And also, you will need probably a sock. A baby sock works well, or any kind of sports sock works well also. And you'll need Johnson's baby powder. You put the baby powder in the sock. I will show you that a little bit later. First of all, you're going to use your Muron white. So you're going to start with your Muron white. Of course, you're going to need a nice mirror, or you can do this in front of your makeup mirror at home, or in your bathroom, wherever. It's very simple. You just put a little bit on, and you just start to apply it. You figure out where you want to put the makeup, of course. I know that I'm doing mine, so I'm just going to go ahead and do a nice little circle. This will be my outline base. When you do your eyes, you're going to want to push down at the top of your eyes, and at the bottom of your eyes you're going to want to push up. That way it applies it directly where you need to do. And of course, when you do your eyebrows, you always want to push in the direction the hair goes, and push out, of course. Alright, that's pretty much, that's the makeup base right there, okay? Now as you can see, you can probably see on the makeup, it looks real, got a lot of fingerprints and a lot of smear marks, it's not real even. Now this is the trick that a lot of people don't know, and I'll show you this real quick, how we take all those little blemishes and those little marks out. It's real simple. It's called patting. All you do is you take the wet finger, sometimes you get little hairs, you got to pull those off there, and you'll need a towel, of course, with you to wipe your fingers and your hands down. But this is called patting. You see what I'm doing is just patting the makeup very lightly, and you'll notice that it starts to take out all the fingerprints and starts to smooth the makeup out and give it a real smooth look. And that's pretty much your first procedure. What you do is you get your makeup on and you get it all nice and smooth to where it looks real nice. There. I think that looks pretty good to me, and I'm just going to say that's it. There. Okay, now what you'll need is your Q-tips. This is where your Q-tips will come into place. Now you have just I like the wood stick Q-tips the best. They work the best for me. I'll normally leave my finger, with makeup on it, because if I make a mistake, this is your eraser, basically. If I made a mistake, I can just pat it right back on, and that mark is gone. It just makes it a lot easier. And then what I do is I always just kind of like the Q-top tip, because it just makes it a lot smoother. Now you watch. Now this does take a little bit of practice to get this part down. Again, I've been doing this for years, so notice what I'm doing is I am taking and cleaning up that line. See that line, how I'm cleaning it all up there? I'm going to take that line and make it look real smooth there. Okay? And this will take a few Q-tips to do this. You're going to have to decide where you want your lines, your black lines for your eyebrows and for around your eyes and that kind of stuff. So you just got to kind of look at your face and figure out where you want those lines. You can do this before you put on the white with some black makeup and try it and erase it and see if you like it. Different ways you can, different lines. I looked at the lines on my face a long time ago and decided where I wanted those lines. So now I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, normally I don't do this, but a lot of first timers do, and once you get used to it, you don't have to. But I will take out the white. Watch. There, you notice I took out the white. Now you can see where where my lips are going to be painted. All right, and now I'll do the same up on my eyebrows. Like I said, normally I wouldn't do this, but I'll do it. To make a really nice crisp line, what you can do is, because of the cardboard ones, you can break them in half. All right, and that makes a nice little thing you can use to figure out how you want to do your lines. Now, what y'all do is I'll take the end of the Q-tip, and you can see how it takes out the makeup? That's exactly what you want to do. Now, what you would normally do, that I'm done with my eraser, of course, I'm going to take that off. Now, you will use your Johnson's baby powder, which I like to use. It works the best for me and for most people, I'd say. We use a sock, and you put the powder in the sock and then tie a knot on the end of it, and you have this powder sock, okay? As you can see, the powder starts to go everywhere. I like to do this in my bathroom in the shower stall usually, because that way the powder doesn't go everywhere. Now, normally what you'll do is you'll take the powder and you will powder off, all right? And then you'll erase the powder. You'll take the powder brush and brush it off. I'm not going to do that now because normally I don't. Some people do between colors, between whites and blacks, they do. I don't. It's just my preference. Other people do it different ways. This is the way I do it. But I'm going to go ahead and do my black right now, and I'll show you how to do that real quick. This is my Muron black. It's the product that I like to use. There's a bunch of other. There's Ben 9. There's some other. Just make sure that it's a grease base. And what I do is I use the lid almost like an artist's palette. I put a little bit of black makeup right on the top of the lid there, and it makes it like an artist's palette. So it's all right. Now I use a brush. Some people don't. They like the black. They like the black pencils, but I just like a brush because for me it just goes on a little bit smoother. And again, I start in one spot and work all the way across usually. I don't stop. Now I come to the part that a lot of people don't know, and it's one of the things that you have to do, and that is the powder. The powder is what sets the makeup, what really absorbs all the grease and makes it dry to your face. And this is what will make your makeup stay on for a day, a whole day. I'm going to suggest that you don't breathe while you do this. This is really not a good thing to do, is to breathe while you're doing that, of course. Now that I've got the makeup on like this, I'll take the sock and touch it very lightly. Don't touch the black yet. I just try to do just the white. Now what I'll normally do is I'll take the towel and wipe off, of course, all the powder around the white. Okay. Now at this point the makeup is dry. See, I can touch it now. It doesn't come off no more. Completely dry. And this is where you will need your makeup brush. I like to use a nice soft fine brush, and I just wipe off the powder, brush it all off. This is where the China marker comes in. I normally just take the China marker, and I use this is a paper towel wrapped in tape with a little bit of baby oil in it. Right? It's a little secret not a lot of people know. Giving you trade secrets. Now you notice that the black is not real crisp and sharp. It's got kind of a white tinge to it. Now this is what I do is I just take the pencil and go over it again. Very lightly. That's pretty much the way it works. And that's doing the mime face. Hope you had a good time. Hope you learned something. And later on maybe I'll show you some more makeups, alright?
Hey, you're not supposed to talk. You're a mime.